Tonight on Nutritionology, we have guest Peggy Chang, co-founder and CEO of Chinese fast food giant Speedy Wok. They'll be accompanied by the panel of doctors Phil Good and Chuck Pepper.
It's good to see you on the show tonight, Mrs. Chang.
It's an honor to be here.
Western Chinese food has been known to cause Chinese restaurant syndrome and metabolic syndrome. There are many studies done over the years and various researches that support this point. What do you think about this, Mrs. Chang?
Well, we're very concerned with our customers' health. That's why we introduced dishes such as Veggie Delight and broccoli soup or string beans and our signature dish of beef with mixed vegetables. We always want the best for our customers.
Well, Dr. Pepper, you addressed that Western Chinese food is closely associated with these syndromes. Dr. Good, what do you think in regards to this claim made by Dr. Pepper?
Well, I'm very reluctant to say due to the love I have for Chinese food, but I have to admit what Dr. Pepper says is partially true, although in its entirety I can't support the claim fully. Western Chinese food has been known to be closely associated with metabolic syndrome and the cause of Chinese restaurant syndrome due to the amount of MSG content in its meals. We have to keep in mind that MSG is only found in Western Chinese food, but its highest content has been observed in other fast food chain restaurants, such as KFC, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, and Pizza Hut.
Dr. Good, if you don't mind, I'd like to interrupt you here for just a second. An average person consumes about 0.33 milligrams per day of MSG, but it's been studied that an average Chinese meal contains 10 to 1,500 milligrams. Although Chinese food isn't the only source of MSG intake, and there are fast foods and packaged food with high MSG content, Western Chinese food has been directly associated with the Chinese restaurant syndrome and metabolic syndrome. Chinese restaurant syndrome is collective symptoms people may have after consuming a Chinese meal. Experts have pointed out that it is MSG in Western Chinese food that triggers various symptoms associated with this syndrome. Some symptoms are chest pain, flushing, headache, sweating, and swelling.
Well, we try to make our food as healthy as we can. The vegetables we serve are nutrient-rich because we are very concerned with our customers' health.
Well, Mrs. Chang, MSG found in Chinese food has also been linked to the onset of headaches about 10 to 20 minutes after use. There have been cases of asthma attacks, serious migraines, and flushing reported after a patient consumed Western Chinese food. Not only this, but there was a study in Thailand where the research participants daily consumed MSG as their dietary supplement, and the research was conclusive in that those who took MSG on a daily basis were more prone to metabolic syndrome. In a long span, MSG consumption can lead to various problems with the development of metabolic syndrome, which can be classified as a number of heart-related complications. MSG is potentially associated with obesity, which, along with diabetes and other diseases such as high blood pressure and cardiovascular disease, also increase your risk of metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome describes risk factors associated with heart disease and other diseases such as diabetes and stroke. Based on these results, eating Chinese food is directly exposing ourselves to numerous ways of health deterioration.
I'm just very surprised to hear that Western Chinese food is responsible for all these health symptoms. I don't think the blame is entirely fair considering the vast amount of American food consumption and how we're constantly exposed to MSG other than the MSG found in Chinese food. There are various packaged foods and fast food chain restaurants that are more abundant in numbers. I don't think it's fair that we take the entire blame.
There have been studies done that MSG doesn't relate strongly with the syndrome Dr. Pepper mentioned. So more studies need to be researched and conducted to come up with a conclusion.
We'll continue our discussion once we come back.